some of you may not, well, a lot of you probably know, but some of you haven't cruised know that I know on Carnival, a lot of these cruise ships have a omelet station. They can make you omelet to order, which is cool. But it's not just omelets. You know, a lot of times these eggs on the Lido buffet are so pre-made or in different forms. You can tell them, hey, can you use fresh eggs, which I do. And I didn't know this until after my Hawaii cruise back in January. I've been on all these cruises. And then I learned a lot of stuff on that cruise because I was on the boat with 95% of the boat was all platinum and diamond, mostly diamond cruisers. A lot of these people have been on 50, 60 damn cruises. And they were like, you ask them for fresh eggs, you know? And, you know, they won't do just omelets. They'll cook your egg to order. If you want your egg cooked a certain way, they do it for you. So, really cool stuff on these buffets. It really is. It's really cool. So, since the last time I've been here, it looks like they built a whole new pavilion here when you walk in. The old one was rough. It was old and out of date. It looks good. I gotta give Nassau some credit for this one. That's pretty cool. Now, across the way over there behind it, there used to be an old tent, an alleyway looked rough where people were selling souvenirs and stuff. I don't even know if that's there anymore, whether they cleaned it up or not. And I've been to Nassau so many times I've debated on whether I'm even getting off the boat, but I'll get off and go walk around this new pavilion and some of that stuff because it ain't gonna hurt. I think it'll be fine. And it'll be pretty cool. So, and it looks like we're next to the Carnival Spirit again this morning. They were next to a celebration yesterday. You got Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas over here. And several others. There's a lot of ships out here. It also looks like they've expanded the port here. Woo! Big time. For more cruise ships. I will give it to Nassau. They ain't stupid. They know the potential of bringing more ships in here. Brings them more money. That's for sure. But I probably said this before, but if you come to Nassau, there's a boat you can take. I think it's like $4 or $5, and you tip the guy $1. And he takes you through out over here in front of the ships, around back over to Atlantis over here, and which is right behind me, the Atlantis Hotel Casino and all that. Not a lot over there except that. At least it wasn't then. 7 years ago. Actually, it's 2018. I figure it was the last time I was here. I didn't even get off the boat, but he tells you his spiel about what movie stars own the homes. They don't own them anymore. The James Bond house, and then he asks you what the greatest nation in the world is. And if you don't know, some people do. He said the greatest nation in the world is a donation. So I guess he's right. At the end of the day, that's one thing you can do. There are other things. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're going to do an excursion on a cruise ship, if you've never cruised before, always do ship-sponsored excursions. I know some may disagree, but I'm telling you. They hold you up or end up being late or something happens, that boat's not going to wait for you, folks. It won't. Nassau is one of the most notorious places that people miss ships. At least down in the Caribbean. Get on YouTube and watch. I promise you'll see it. I was here one year. A newlywed couple decided they'd rent a Jeep and go out and drive the island. And they had this great idea that they would drive that Jeep out on the beach because it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, needless to say, they got to drive it out on the beach, but that Jeep got stuck and didn't make it off that beach. And, they missed the ship. They missed it big time. And were responsible for that Jeep in some form or fashion. And I'm sure that's something they're talking about to this day. You live and you learn, folks. Get on YouTube and do your research. You will find that it's happened to a lot more people than you think. One big piece of advice I'm going to give you about Nassau I don't think anybody's ever talked about this one. Now, most of these places you stop at city centers, unless you're going out of the beach or water, and you probably could change your shoes or something. But if you're going to like an excursion that you're getting on a catamaran, you don't want to do this. But if you're just going out just to wander the streets, take you some shoes. Don't wander around the streets of Nassau in flip-flops. Don't do it. Because if you've never been to Nassau, once you get there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just don't want to do it. It's not one of the better places to be wandering around in flip-flops. Though, you know, if you did and you were careful, it wasn't the end of the world. But I think it's a pair of shoes. If you're not hitting the water, a pair of shoes is pretty much all what you need. So that's a cruise tip for you. Don't just take your flip-flops with you. Don't do that. Don't just take your flip-flops, because you're going to need some shoes for something. I'll be wearing my shoes when I get off the boat heading out. So, anyway, I've talked about this before, but if you're platinum or diamond, I get it included in there, but it's not that expensive to do your own laundry on the boat. Not do your own laundry, but have your laundry done. There are washers and dryers where you can do your own, but there are people on them the whole week. If you do a 6-dayer and you can pack for 3 or 4 days, which I'm telling you, pack light. If you like my 16-day, I packed for 7 days. I did laundry 2 or 3 times on the boat. You can do this. I'm telling you that if I had to pay for this one, it would be 20. Oh yeah, well, it'd be a little more expensive than I thought. It'd probably be about $30, but still, this would be about $30. That's about 3 days worth of laundry. It was some laundry before I got on the boat, and it's about $30. But it is cheaper maybe if you did the washer and dryer, but you can't get to it. Everybody's on it the whole week. You can't walk away from it. So if you did it once at $30, you got to look what the cruise costs. I mean, at $30 is minuscule in one regard. You know, if you get on a cruise ship to penny pinch, I'm not saying that to be mean. You should have saved some money before you got on a cruise to spend some money and enjoy it. Because the thing is I know things are expensive, and it's always awesome to go on these cruises and enjoy them, but you want to save up and budget for really enjoying this thing. I see people carrying cases of drinks and all this stuff on the aboard the ship. You're killing yourself. Just enjoy it. If you want to get the soda package, get it. You know, I don't do the drink package anymore because I don't drink that much. I get 1 or 2 a day, but the thing is I've got free drinks on us in the casino. I just stand there and watch them play craps. Speaking of that, last night, I played some craps again. I completely forgot about everything I knew about it since January. But I laid my money down and quickly figured out, okay, I know where I need to be. And it's good to stand there. It's fun to play a little bit. You're playing a man at his own game, folks. Just always remember that. But let me see if I can get off the boat here and go wander around Nassau and see what's going on here since 2018. It's the last time 2018 is the last time, 7 years ago that I was here. So one thing I just saw that I've never seen on a cruise ship, and over this last year, Carnival's implemented it. I'm just going to tell you guys, like I was talking about earlier, about bringing weed and stuff like that on these boats. Anything. That dog is trained to sniff alcohol. You can't even, as far as I know, sneak that on the boat anymore. The dogs are on the boats with us the whole time. It's canine dogs. And their main job is to sniff out things and protection for security reasons. Could be explosions, could be anything. They're not messing around, folks. I'm just telling you. The dogs are on the boat with us. Talk about turning an old Airstream into something cool. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and you can. I'm okay with that, because I could be. But Nassau is more than likely the largest destination cruise port in the world. Not home port, but destination port. They've got this terminal set up to where it will handle 10 to 12 ships, I believe. Maybe less. There's a bunch of them here today. This is much nicer than when I was here in 2018. Believe it. This whole pavilion in Nassau has been redone and it looks good. Way big improvement, man. In fact, I don't see that old tent anymore. It was like walking into a damn dungeon or something. I believe they got rid of that. It's gone. Big time gone. And when I walk there in the streets, if I'm showing images, you'll know why walking with flip-flops out here is not the smartest thing to do. Yet some people are doing it. You just don't want on the streets of Nassau. Oh yeah, another thing. Don't think you want to ride in an Uber or taxi in Nassau. There are no stop signs or stoplights. Oh, you did that one year and I swore I'd never do it again. You damn sure don't want to drive. Guys, if y'all drink beer, that Kolik, it looks like it's pronounced Kalik, but they pronounce it Kolik here. It's a good beer. It's a good Bahamian beer. I can't drink beer anymore, but it's a good beer. Drink it when you're down here. Now, the only place in the States you can find it is at a Publix. Keep that in mind. At least as far as I know from years ago, that's where I got it. When you come into the cruise pavilion, this new one, if you've been here before and people try to photobomb me, they didn't get in. Just keep walking through the pavilion straight all the way to the back. There's 2 exits. Go to the back one and you'll see these little cruise taxis back here. Those are the ones where you pay $5 and you give the guy $1 and he tells you the story, takes you over to Atlantis. I say $5. I ain't been here since 2018 and I didn't even know they built this stuff. So I gotta give it to Nassau. This is a major improvement. This section right here is what they call I-95. This hallway goes all the way to the front of the boat. And today's towel animal. I don't know what that is, but it's a towel animal. Used to be they did it at night because they used to clean your rooms. Well, they sometimes do twice a day, but they used to turn your bed sheets back on. Most people at night don't even want that, so. But they did this at night. I am back at the cruise in my room because I've been to Nassau so many times. I'm like Nassau'd out. I'm not really big on the city of Nassau and the whole Atlantis thing. I've already been there. If I'm with a group of people and we're going to go do something, that's one thing. But I tell you, I'm just going to hang on the ship because, we leave about 3:30. But I'm going to go sit down and do some music and chill out and just relax. Last time I was here in 2018, December was like a Christmas cruise or something right before it. I just sat on the boat and worked. I didn't even get off. Didn't even get off. This used to be Shad's place. That was where we were on the last ship. Nope, that's the chicken shack. You'll see on these Carnival ships they have, it's included some extra type food places, which is good, like pasta and barbecue. Seafood's a little bit extra, your sushi is, but they're doing some of this Guy Fieri style barbecue sauce, but more like a southern barbecue, which is cool. But I think this was named something else on the last cruise I was on, but I can't remember. I was thinking Shaquille O'Neal, but that's Chicken Shack. That's not on this boat. Sometimes you just gotta Netflix and chill. This is the place to do it. Caribbean ships are big boats. And this is one of the smaller ones of their fleet. Yes, you think this is big. This is nothing. And 8 ships in here at Nassau today. Backing up. Backing out the garage, out the driveway. Good Lord. Ships. It's unbelievable how they float and how they can even steer these things, much less. Yeah. Another Royal Caribbean next to it, and then there's another one on the other side of it, and another one in the back. And another one right there. You know, cruise ships big when they have an actual helicopter and passengers can stand up. Massive, dude. There's the wonder of the seas. Even bigger boat. Skyscrapers on water, folks. Here comes the third one that was parked in the back. Yes, a big one too. This one is smaller than 3. This was built in 2006. Still, this was the biggest class of ships in the ocean in 2006. Time of the day, sit at the back of the ship, watch these sunsets. It's quiet, peaceful, breeze is incredible. It's some of the best part of these cruises right here. Look at that sunset coming out of Nassau. It's absolutely beautiful. Best sunset I ever captured was sitting on the deck of a cruise ship eating dinner. I think it was a Carnival Fantasy. And it was in Nassau. In fact, I'll have to post the photo so you can see it.